Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today, it's going to be Terror versus Shinee here on Python. Topish side is going to be our Terran player Shinee, Artosis' nemesis on the current ladder, and on the right side up, it's going to be Terror under a Smurf name Visonk. All right, so this is just redesigned Lost Temple, right? Right. Sonic is observing with 15 APM. Got a snake in the middle here. This is his head, mouth, eye. So that's why it's called Python. There are no high ground ledges behind your natural base. So no tank drops. And we've got a hallucinated scanted here. Hallucinated. All right. So the top right expansion is only accessible through air. And you have to do this, mine through this mineral field before you can place down an expansion. Top left is easily accessible through ground and hard to wall off. And other than that, everything is mirrored. It's a 4-player map. Terror the Overlord did scout the Terran player first try. What's up, Terry? That's right, Terry. Good job. Good man. Scouting the Terran early means you're not going to die to a Marine. FalconPaladin.store for Terry the Overlord merch. We got mugs. We got 2 different shirts. And Falcon Paladin branded merchandise. Like beanies and hoodies. FalconPaladin.store. Hatch first here. Yep, hatch first timing. Terror the Overlord says, are you going to throw down another barracks or are you going to expand here, Shinee? This SCV is just going to scout. Okay, says Terry. Just checking. Just checking. Extractor and then pool. Here at about 206. Anyway, hope you're having a great time here. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you're excited for some StarCraft Brood War action. Remastered. I think this is an older replay that it was not played in the remastered client and was definitely never cast in the remastered client either. So you're the first person to see this thing if you're the first one here, which I don't know. Statistically, you're probably not the first person here. Only one person can be the first person here, right? Right. What are we doing? Factory. Okay, trying to hide that from Terry the Overlord here. Is he opening mech? Shinee. 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 Ooh, we might see some mech here. Every Terran fan is like, please. We love mech. The game's on Falcon's channel. If the Terran goes mech, they beat Zerg like 80% of the time. And if they don't go mech, it's like a 60-40 split where the Terran player is on the underside of that. I think that's true. I think those might be accurate numbers. Anyway, Lair on the way from the Zerg player really has no idea what the Terran's up to. So I'm going to go for a Mutalisk opening, and the Terran has to respond to that, which is going to be Goliaths. Yeah, hiding this factory, plus the fact we're not making, I guess we're making another Marine, but no second barracks, no engineering bay, no expansion either here. Yeah, Ling's keeping that SCV away. It's probably a Spire, but there's no reason for you to be able to scout that, man. Get out of here, Steve the SCV. We actually are in preliminary talks with our designer to get a Steve the SCV shirt, I believe. That's what we did, and then maybe a Bob the Zealot after that. So, next Overlord comes in. Does scout... Did you scout? Gosh, dang it. Yes, does scout the factory. Okay. Awesome stuff. Scouts the factory. There is... Ooh. Oh! Wait. Is this 2-port Wraith opening instead? Academy coming in. What the... It's like going one-base drop shenanigans? Ah, Steve gets back inside and scouts the Spire. What a boss. What a boss Steve the SCV is. Ugh, Vulture trying to find slow Lings to kill. Actually, these things are fast, so never mind. Control tower. Is this just a drop? Ah, it is a short air rush distance. Dude, this is nuts. At first I thought it was mech, and then I thought it was 2-port Wraith, and now I just think it's a drop. I think we're just going to show up with some medics and some Marines, drop inside the main base of the Zerg player, and try to kill him. With 1 barracks. 1-1-1, man. 1 factory, 1 barracks, 1 starport, and a dream. Yeah, that's a drop ship. Of course it is. You saw that in production tab before I did. Stims coming in, medics getting produced. What on earth? I can't imagine this is going to work. This is a 2-base Mutalisk opening. Actually, this second gas isn't taken, so you can make like 5 Mutas. 5 Mutas versus like 5 Marines and a couple medics. Without stim, without the range upgrade. Yeah, Ling Mutas should be able to handle this. These guys are patrolling, waiting for a drop to show up, putting an Overlord between the 2 bases to see it when it comes. He's ready for this. He is beyond ready for this. Yeah, I really don't like this opening from Shinee at all. 1 base opening? Are you a madman? Right, so 5 Mutas coming in as prognosticated. Maybe another Mutalisk. Finally taking a second gas here for more Mutas. What else? Just a handful of Lings waiting for it here. Second dropship? How many spots do you have in your dropship? Enough, says Shinee. Wait, what the? Okay, we're sending 1 Marine on a magical journey inside this dropship. This way. This way now. Where are you? What? Well, the Mutas are going to chase the dropship. This Ling, poking at the front, escapes with its life. What is this? What are these mind games that are being played? 3 more Mutas being produced. Terror is going to destroy Shinee. It's 2 base Zerg versus a 1 basing Terran who went for a drop that got utterly scouted and prepared for. Oh, did that Ling see that drop ship? I don't know. Maybe if you draw everything away. This is so weird. So the Mutas are like, okay, well, who's going to kill the Marines then? Maybe go after your barracks while we're at it. This Mutaflock is getting big. Terror's a big fan of his Mutalisks. You may have noticed in the games of his that I have cast. Yeah, Engineering Bay dying's good. Sure. Whatever. SCV dying, also good. Yeah, fantastic. This dropship's sitting out here with 1 Marine in it, accomplishing nothing. Shinee. I don't know that Shinee's ready for this game. Duh. Like, Terror just completely shut it down. I love this. He's like, well, here we go. Marines shutting down all of the mining at the second base. Yes, trying to call this extractor. Get it. Get it. Blah. That's the sound Marines make when they die. Blah. Cool. Well, I guess we're a 1 base science vessel irradiating now to deal with these Mutalisks. Shinee is just kind of in a panic situation here, isn't he? Bit of a panic situation. This dropship's gonna die. It's 2 base to 1 base. Sure, Shinee has 22 SCVs, but like the oversaturation here is not crazy oversaturated yet. It's getting there though. You don't really want to make too many more SCVs unless you're gonna expand, dude. So dropship dead. 2 base here. Really no reason to go for a 3rd base if you're Terror. Just 2 base is going to be able to handle this, no problem. Maybe get some Lurker. There you go. The Lurker aspect is on the way. Of course it is. What a weird game. I don't know if Shinee was trying something out or what, but dude, your 1 base plays need to be better than that. Just a thought. Or maybe you just don't let Terror scout it as easily. So Terror just has, you know, a giant flock of Mutas, a bunch of Lings, got some Scourge for the science vessels. He's prepared for everything. He's wiping out Marines 2 or 3 at a time as they're too far out inside their own base. Evolution Chamber coming in for upgrades. We're at 8 minutes, man. This is an older game. That's why I kind of like these older games, is they're weird. I guess, did you see that game last week? Oh, here we go. Ling Lurker Irradiate is up. What are you doing? The Mutas, he's not even splitting. Ah! Okay, so all these Mutas are extremely injured. Science Vessel stays alive. That's pretty hot. So Shinee needed that to stay in this game. He really did. He needed those Mutalisks to take it a full Irradiate to the face. I mean, maybe not the full Irradiate, but it's a 16 HP Muta. Not exactly terrifying. The Lurkers are scarier. But yeah, did you see that game? Did I post that? Dang it. I don't know if that was a Patreon game that I posted, but it was Stork versus F91. And it was on, what was the map name? Monty Hall, which is one heck of a crazy weird map. I tell you that. So yeah, I like it when games are non-standard. I really do. Not all the time, obviously. Finally, Terra says, all right, look, I'm going to take a 3rd base. I don't know that I really need to, because a 2 basing Zerg should be able to beat a 1 basing Terran, but it's been so long. Might as well get a 3rd. Doesn't hurt anything. Yeah, this is going to go extremely... it's going to go poorly for Shinee. I'm looking at it. Radiates on the Lurkers. Good. When they're burrowed, they don't spread their radiation sickness to anybody else. But that is 18,000 Lurkers, man. It's not 18,000, but it's 8. My gosh, at this stage of the game, 8 lurkers is basically infinite. You can't bust down this with Marines. Maybe, okay, so the mutas all, yep, the mutas all die because they were previously very injured by the Irradiate, and the Marines very happily finished them off. Nice. Queen's Nest coming in for Adrenal would be my guess. For further upgrades too. I mean, a Hive is available. Well, I mean, Queens, but Queen for Hive. Probably not going to make Queens. Ooh, maybe to spawn Broodling the small number of tanks that Shinee can afford here. Try to go for a drop. Guess who scouted that? Some Scourge. Oh, this drop ship, though. Oh, one hit. Can't get the second one. Has to pull back. One Scourge hit is... It is Queens and Ensnare. Look at me assuming. Look at me assuming that our guy, Terror, was just going to go right up to Hive. No, 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 no. He's getting Queens and Ensnare out today. How often do we get to see Ensnare? Not very often. What a special treat this is. Third base coming in. Have you hit that like button yet? It just helps the algorithm know that I'm here. And he's getting a Hive too. And gets more people to watch StarCraft. Isn't that a good goal to have? More people to watch StarCraft in 2023? I think it's awesome. I really do. So Siege mode on the way at 11 minutes. That's just kind of the game that has been here from Shinee. Getting Siege mode at 11 minutes. Trying to sneak up this way, but this Overlord scouting it. Shinee is like, okay, I gotta take my natural. I'm never winning this game if I can't take my nat. Okay, well, drop ship down. Everything inside that also dead. Probably just Marines would be my guess. 33 to 27 workers, and it's a 3-basing Terror here. Siege tanks are up. Scourge. Wow, nothing connects there. Okay. Interesting. Shinee making some strides here. What he really needs to do... He ensnared the tanks. That doesn't do anything against tanks. Their attack speed is not reduced because it's already very slow, but here comes the attack. Ling Lurker ensnared the Marines a little bit. That slows their attack speed and their movement speed too, but dude, Shinee cleaned that up. Yo, Shinee! No way. Shinee's taking some serious steps at winning this game right now, everybody. Ay caramba. Oh, okay, so he's got a bigger army. He's going to try to supply... I mean, Overlords don't have speed upgrade. Look at these reinforcements coming in. Dude, you can sustain a lot of stuff on one base on this map. Okay, fair enough. I guess nice Ensnare. Boogered all over these guys. Siege tank, siege up. Gonna stop the attack. You really do not want the tanks to set up about here. This is what you want to try to avoid with everything you can as Terror. I don't know. Is it still... Shinee needs to win one more major engagement. Skirt. Okay, Science Vessel down. Lurker's getting picked out of the ground here by, well, Irradiates and by Siege tank hits. I'm shocked. Okay, so he's finally expanding. Shinee's going for the expander, Rooney. Lurker's getting some work done here. Do the Lings have Adrenal yet? I don't think they do. Pushing in, 70 to 63 supply. If this Marine count dies, the tanks are not as good as they want to be. He needs another round of Marines to show up, and here he might want to stim them in here. Because here comes Shinee trying to dislodge these siege tanks. The Lurkers are taking attacks here. Not as many, and tank has 9 HP. Has 1 HP, 13 kills, and is dead. All right, so looks like Terror is just barely holding on here at the moment. Adrenal's getting started, not done yet. These Lings can't really fight all that well against +1 attack Marines with stim and range and all that stuff, but the final round coming in, that's going to help things immensely for these boys. Second base up from Shinee. Okay. Oh, catching these medics, though they're not healing because they're moving. Oh, okay. Not that, I mean, healing would have really saved them. This is a lot of Lings, man. It's a lot. Right. Overlord down. Doesn't supply block Terror. In a pretty decent position here. He probably needs a couple more tanks. More Science Vessels. Always good in TVZ. That's a scan. That's Shinee scanning to see, is there a base here? No. Here? No. Good. That's good for me, he says. 2 basing Terran versus a 3 basing Zerg is not nearly as bad as the situation it was 3 minutes ago when it was a 3 basing Zerg versus a 1 basing Terran. Consume being researched. We're going to see some Dark Swarm. We're going to see some Plague here. We're going to see Adrenal Lings. The Adrenal upgrade is done. The Lings don't exactly have killer upgrades. No attack, but, you know, +1 Carapace, +2 Carapace coming in. The Adrenal increases their damage output enough that giving them Carapace upgrade makes them pretty awesome. I mean, you still want to have 3 attack for those guys and the Adrenal because that makes them extra super terrifyingly awesome. I love that the science facility just kind of flew over here for no reason. Okay. Secret drop. But guess what? There's a Nidus Canal here. So reinforcements can get down to this 3rd base real fast. Shinee, stimming, coming down, and now marching in. Dude, sniping that Nidus Canal before anything else. That's so smart. That's so smart. Okay. Hey, it's free reign on this 3rd base now. While Terror desperately runs across the map to try to get here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 7 drones died there. And the 3rd hatch is gonna die. Oh, what a drop. Shinee! Oh, hurry. Get it before, get it. Oh my gosh, is he gonna get it? He got it. All these Marines die, but they did their thing. Dark Swarm Lurker ENSNARE jumps on these tanks. Pull back. Slow with the I mean, the tanks move slower with ENSNARE, but their attack speed isn't slowed. Anyway. Okay. Pull back. Dark Swarm. Terror needs to win this now, all of a sudden. This has got intense all of a sudden here. But yeah, Adrenal Lings jumping on your tanks, never good. Lurker Spines tearing through your Marines, also never good. Lings getting up the ramp and into your production and on top of your barracks, also bad. These guys, I don't... Okay. Lurker's getting wiped out by siege tank fire. They don't have any attack upgrades, but yeah, Adrenal Lings with +1 Carapace on top of your stuff. Good luck, man. I don't know if you want some fire bats or what. Okay, so the reinforcements from the natural come in to clean this out. It's bad, but it's not the worst thing in the world. This game's a lot closer than it was. Ling's still loose inside the base, though, taking on a supply depot. Maybe trying to supply block Shinee. This will actually come close, but not quite. 80 to 84. In the end, just kill these SCVs. You want to fight us? Good luck, boys. Ow. Worker count. 24 SCVs remain. Not good. Another attack comes in. More ENSNARE. More Dark Swarm. More Zerglings. And hats off to Shinee, man. Making this a much closer game than I thought it was. I mean, Terrors are retaking his 3rd base. I don't want to caster curse this, but this still feels like a Terror win. Yeah, consume. Fire bats in the mix. Plague-oo! Plague, drive them out. No, I can't even tell what's happening down there, but it looks like the Zerg is winning because Shinee's falling back. Oh, the Plague. This isn't a giant army from Terror by any stretch, but that's your GG. Shinee taps out, and Terror is your winner in 18 minutes and 26 seconds. That was something. Oh, that was something to behold. We got ENSNARE, we got Plague, we got Queens, we got a 1 base opening from Shinee. He almost won. He took down the 3rd base. It was a 2 basing Terran versus a 2 basing Zerg, but the Zerg was Terror. Plague, Dark Swarm, ENSNARE, Lurkers, Adrenal Lings with +2 armor. Woof. That was quite a game packed into 18 minutes and 26 seconds. That is for sure. That was great, man. Shinee was dead. Shinee went 1 base drop, got entirely shut down and scouted, and then somehow turned it into a 20-minute game. How? Magic. Through being a great player, man. Siege tanks, Marines, science vessels, irradiates, all that stuff was working for him until the Defiler showed up. And then sure, Terror's like, whoa, crap. Losing my 3rd base was bad. Let's end it now. And he did. And he casually just wandered in. Ended it. Boom. Yeah, that's Terror for you, man. One of the best Zerg players in the history of StarCraft. I love this guy. 91,000 points from Terror, 74,000 from Shinee, outproducing the Terran, not by a 2-to-1 ratio, but pretty close. Got out killed here. Shinee killed less than a 2-to-1 ratio there as well. Structures raised 7-2 in favor of Terror, which makes sense. You're playing against a Zerg player and outspending the Terran by about 8.5 thousand resources in only 18 minutes is tough. That is a tough way to come back from. So excellent. Like really, really, really good stuff there from Terror. Shinee made it a game. Really did. I feel like some people probably turned it off when it was a 3-basing Zerg versus a 1-basing Terran, but like, I don't know. This is why you watch to the end, because it gets interesting. Yes, did the Terran player lose? Were you right to turn it off at that point? Maybe. But you got some fun stuff in there nevertheless. Sweet. So that right there is going to be it from me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.